Incredible Megan Fife.
I appreciate you all coming out tonight and joining us in this celebration. Thank you especially to parents, teachers, friends, and everybody who's been there for the seniors graduating tonight. We couldn't have made it without you and your invaluable support. Well, it's definitely been a crazy senior year, full of the familiar high school struggles, yet we also had plenty of new experiences, like a schedule without bells and a 1-hour delay. But through it all, we survived and made it to graduation and the end of our 4-year commitment. I know for many of us, it feels like high school was over so fast, but now that we're here, we can reflect on the time spent in this building and all that we accomplished. We didn't earn this diploma just from showing up, though. It took countless late nights and a lot of mental motivation. Throughout the high school journey, 3 lessons have continued to keep me focused and moving forward to this moment of graduation. First, I'm going to talk about a class that may bring up some painful memories. English 10 with Ms. Nelson. Anyone that had English 10 with Foofy knows that it was one of the most challenging classes in all of high school, even if it was only our sophomore year. In any given week, we'd be working on essays, poems, work reports, all while learning 27 ways to use a comma. And if we ever heard her start a sentence with her iconic, "Ladies and gentlemen," we knew she was about to say something important. Even though all this work felt like torture at the time, I know many of us can look back and see that some of our strongest work came out of that class. Ms. Nelson graded very strictly, tearing an essay apart word by word, but as a result, we became stronger writers. And when we read those Shakespeare plays that few of us initially enjoyed, she forced us to analyze them deeper, making us better readers. Something similar is also found by those of us who participated in sports or music. The hours we spent perfecting form and practicing techniques, sometimes confronting the same hurdle over and over again until you get it just right. It all pays off for the concert or game day. We learned that it's okay to struggle because the product is worth it. Just as important as pushing ourselves is recognizing that we're teenagers who value our free time. And when we're pushed as hard as we sometimes are in high school, stepping back for a break is definitely okay. Taking time for leisure allows us to make friends, discover hobbies, and overall take down our stress levels. For me, joining groups like the math team or ski club helped take my mind off the stress of school, and I was able to socialize with other students. Even if you're working on a huge assignment that it feels impossible to get your mind off of, taking 20 minutes to go for a walk or watch cat videos isn't a bad idea. And when you return, looking at an essay or project with those new eyes will help you get motivation back. Next year, going to college or going into the workforce will be a new challenge, but remembering to step back occasionally and take a break is important to remember so we don't get overwhelmed. Finally, and perhaps the biggest lesson the senior year has taught me, is to be honest with yourself. By that, I mean listen to your instincts and whatever feelings seem to come naturally to you. No one can understand your desires more than you do, so it makes sense that you should be the one making the decisions that will impact your future. I felt this lesson the strongest this year when I was making my college choice. I knew it was a huge decision. The campus is where I'll be living, studying, and most importantly, eating for the next 4 years. Keeping this in mind, I toured different universities with an unexpected attitude, letting my intuition create the first impression. Now, I was decently along with my college search by the time I visited Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute this fall. But when I arrived on campus and began to talk with current students, I realized that that was the place at which I want to grow and continue my studies. Maybe it was the cozy dormitories or the serious student environment, but it's impossible to pinpoint that reaction on just one element of the school. I simply knew. This gut feeling is what drove me to work hard for senior year with the goal of attending RPI. Next year, many of us will have the opportunity to be on our own, and learning to follow our instincts will become even more important. It will again be a challenge, but one that will see us grow into independent young adults. As much fun as it is to talk about high school, I know you all want to get out of here and move into the real world, as you should. But as you leave this building tonight, reflect on all the ways you grew, not just academically. It's been an interesting 4 years, and we've seen ourselves overcome many obstacles since our first day as freshmen. There will only be more challenges in the future, but I'm confident that the lessons we learned during this high school journey have prepared us for whatever the world may throw at us. Thank you again, and congratulations to the class of 2019.
Congratulations, graduates, one and all. Class of 2019, thank you, all of you, once again for sharing in this celebration, honoring these fine young people.